What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another week of Combat Talk. I am your favorite host, Sophia. Let's go through the rundown of the show. I actually got a special fight interview for you guys. I got an up-and-coming fighter, Chance Sincan. He is actually fighting out of Premier MMA in Maryville, Indiana. He's a local fighter. He's an amateur fighter in MMA. I got to talk to him for a little bit. I got a little interview for you guys. So let's get right into it. I hope you guys enjoy it. accomplished, obviously, in this career. So
Yep.
I appreciate you, and that was the interview with Mr.
Welcome
Chance.
back, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed that interview with Chance Sincan. He is a very dear near friend, like my brother, but not actually my brother, but could potentially be. You guys can follow him at CSINCAN26 on Instagram. He still doesn't post much, but it's Chance, so when does he ever post much about his fighting? We are looking into getting a potential interview with Steve Colon, who is actually one of the owners of, I think he's the head owner of Premier MMA. So you guys can go to that gym, check him out. He runs a gym that's pretty good. They have a lot of fighters come out of there, so you guys can go check that out. But before we get into the fight announcements, I just want to say the show, thank you so much for the show, because we did recently win the Radio Legacy Award. So I want to thank Jennings and all the people that watched. Very few of you. But, ooh, poor Mike just hit the mic. That was bad. But thank you to you guys, because I just yap about MMA. I'm just a yapper. So, but without further ado, we have fight announcements for you guys. Now, a lot of these are going to be the June 14th card. So there's rumors that it's going to be the Chicago card, so we'll see. Tickets are still going to be expensive, but it is what it is. We have Michael Chiesa versus Tim McGee. Excuse me, sorry. Had a burp. It was unprofessional and disgusting. Sorry. We have Rose Namajunas versus Miranda Maverick. Kamaru Usman versus Joaquin Buckley. Max Holloway versus Poirier the third time, July 19th. Funny story about this fight announcement. If you remember last week, for the people that watched, I covered Dustin Poirier, and I was like, maybe he should fight Paddy Pimblett. Maybe he should do a rematch with Michael Chandler, or fight Justin Gaethje, or someone of that caliber. And literally not even 5 minutes after I get off air from Combat Talk, what is announced? Dustin Poirier and Max Holloway, the third fight. I feel that this is evil and a lot of bad karma coming to me now that I talk bad and crappily about people. But, people bring it on to themselves. So, I did that to myself. Can't say very much about that. But, yeah. Now, for the first fight, Michael Chiesa versus McGee. I'm going to go Michael Chiesa. He's a way better fighter, way more powerful. And he's got way better striking, way better ground game than Tim McGee. I think it'll be a fight of more striking than anything. I don't think it'll go to the ground unless someone gets tired. But, that's not my fight. So it's up to those two. But on to the next fight. We have Thug Rose Namajunas versus Miranda Maverick. Miranda Maverick is known for being a powerhouse. She has fast submissions. She has fast hands and heavy hands. Rose, though, she does have a lot of anxiety, just like all of us do, but on different magnitudes. I'm going to leave it at that. But Rose, she's been going through it, and she did defeat Tracy Cortez. It's a very sad one because I couldn't pick for that fight, so it's great, just dealing with that. But I'm going to go with Rose. I think she's doing a lot better now, and now that she can find a calm state of mind in her training and in fighting. So we'll see who comes out, the anxious Rose or the Thug Rose. So we'll see. Then we have Kamaru Usman versus Joaquin Buckley. I'm going Kamaru Usman because Joaquin Buckley cannot handle Kamaru Usman. A lot of people forget, even though he lost a couple fights, he's still one of the pound-for-pound welterweights, and he's up there. He's got heavy hands, and a lot of people have doubt on him. Yes, he is telegraphic, and yes, he did get caught with a head kick. Apparently, I can't talk ever, so I keep messing up every week. But, on to our last fight, Max Holloway versus Poirier. I don't really know if I can make a prediction about this because this is really hard. Because, for me, I kind of grew up with these fighters, so it's who I really want to win. But I'm a Holloway fan all the way. But Poirier's gotten better over the years, especially since he started, and so is Holloway. I'm going to have to go with my boy, Max Holloway, because I'm just a Holloway fan all the way through. What am I going to say? But Poirier is the man. He's the diamond.
So we're going to see how this fight goes. It's going to be a bloodbath. But with that being said, we got a song for you guys. Demockles by Sleep Token. I hope I said that right, but enjoy the song, guys. Welcome back, guys. That was Demockles by Sleep Token. Now that we've done fight announcements, of course we gotta cover a fight night because I'm here next weekend is a pay-per-view. So let's cover the fight night. We got
Corey Sanhagen versus Davison Figueroa this weekend. We have, for prelims, Juliana Miller versus Ivana Petrovic at flyweight. We're going to go with that. I don't know how to actually say it, and I'm very sorry. I apologize now. Juliana is an MMA background, reactive, leads with one hand, and stays way too open. Cannot take a lot of damage very well. So I don't understand that about people, especially fighters, how you stay open and yet you still want to fight because you can get hit at any point and you're putting yourself at risk. But hey, if that's your fighting style, I can't judge you too much for it. I'm just here to make predictions. Then we have Ivana with MMA background, feinting constantly, gets herself stuck in bad spots and can take heavy shots, able to find the submission, able to reverse and get the win. What I mean when she gets in bad spots and she gets herself, into them is that she, forces it upon herself. Because she'll either go the wrong angle or she'll step a certain way. Maybe she didn't mean it. Maybe she did it. I don't know. But we're going to go with Ivana. We'll see how this goes. Then we have Mariana Rodriguez versus Gillian Robertson at strawweight. We have Mariana with a Muay Thai / striker base. She's very reactive. Bad takedown defense. This girl gets taken down so easily. So sad. But she's always on the defense, good in the clinch, and heavy shots. Very typical for a heavy Muay Thai fighter and striker. But Gillian, she is jiu-jitsu based, able to find the takedown very quickly, powerful on the ground, lands heavy elbows and head kicks. We're going with Gillian. Sorry for stuttering, because apparently I still can't talk, so we're just here and dealing with it. Then we have Ryan Lader versus Ozma Baykov at middleweight. Ryan Lader is a wrestler. He's automatically looking for the takedown, able to get out of bad spots, needs better back defense. What I mean by back defense is when someone takes your back and you don't do anything to fight the hands off from not getting choked, buddy, you need help. I'm sorry. But Ozma, he's a striker. Oh, excuse me. He's got fast hands, constant uppercuts, overhands, looking for the knockout. Who am I going to go with? Oh, I'm going to go Ozma, just to see how this goes. You never know. And then, lovely Misha Tate. I know. We're trying to get an interview with her. Maybe it'll happen. But Misha Tate is on the prelims. That's all I got to say. Misha Tate's on the prelims. Misha Tate versus Yana Santos. This has been a fight that people have been looking forward to because of Misha Tate's return. Misha Tate and Yana is at bantamweight. Misha has a jiu-jitsu background, looking for a fast submission, calf kicks, fast punches, and knees in the clinch. Calf kicks, I feel, are so underrated. They cause so much damage, and they can make it actually break your leg. So, it's nice. And then Yana Santos is a striker. She does calf kicks as well, overhands, able to take a lot of damage, easy to put in bad spots. Now, I know you're like, both of these fighters fight the same way. And that's the whole point of fighting, so you can see who is the better fighter. I'm going to go with Misha just because I think she's very more well-rounded. She's been in this long enough to know where she's good and where she's bad. So we'll see how it goes. But let's start with the main card. We'll do the first fight, because why not? We have Jeremy Stevens returning to the UFC from bare knuckle boxing. And he's fighting Mason Jones at lightweight. Jeremy Stevens is a striker. Heavy punches, heavy hammer fists, fly knees, and hooks. Mason Jones, on the other hand, is also a striker. Liver shots, coming forward constantly, heavy punches and knees. Who am I going to go with? As much as I like Jeremy has not fought an actual MMA fight in a very long time. He's been doing bare knuckle. I have my opinions on bare knuckle, but I don't know if I should really get into that because you guys are going to just go, because I don't blame you for not wanting to talk about bare knuckle. Bare knuckle is a lot more stupid, in my opinion. But I'm going to go with Mason Jones just to play it on the safe side. I mean, Jeremy still has a shot with all he knows and how much he's gotten better, but we'll see. So, but we'll leave it at that. We're going to go into the next song. the song that I'm actually doing for my music video with Brayden. So you guys can stay in tune for that. I'm very sorry if you guys watched that, by the way. But we're going to go into Disturbia by Rihanna. So I hope you guys enjoy that. Welcome back, everybody. That was Disturbia by Rihanna. Now, into the last part of the fight predictions. We have Montel Jackson versus Daniel Marcos at bantamweight. Montel is a striker, blocks the hands to jab. Isn't that cute? Frankie's taking pictures of me right now. Hi, Frankie. She has really good takedown. Frankie distracted me. I'm sorry. He has really good takedown defense, overhands, able to find the sub, which means submission for the people that don't know and are clueless. But Daniel Marcos is an MMA background, reactive, waits too long to throw, takes way too much damage, and low leg kicks and good head movement. Daniel Marcos kind of makes me mad because how are you going to wait a whole 2 minutes to throw a punch, but you can receive and take a punch for 2 minutes? Doesn't make sense to me. He's way too open. He sets himself up for a knockout. So I think Montel Jackson's going to be the winner in this. He has really good hands, and I think he's going to knock out Daniel. So, but then we have the co-main event. Bo Nickel is back, people. Bo Nickel will be fighting Rainier de Ritter, whatever, at middleweight. Bo Nickel, as we all know, went to Penn State for wrestling with the great Cale Sanderson as a coach. So shout out to Cale. And then Bo Nickel, obviously wrestling background, uses overhands to switch to an ankle pick to get the TKO win. Quick to find a submission. Shocking, right? Yeah. Then we have Rainier de Ritter, jiu-jitsu background, looking for the takedown to able to find the submission, knees in the clinch. I'm going Bo Nickel. I don't like Rainier. He's not really that good, so I mean, it's just another fight for Bo Nickel to get on his resume so he can start fighting the guys at top 5 and hopefully make his reign there. Do I honestly think Bo Nickel could be champ? No. I'm sorry, no. He just doesn't have what it takes because he doesn't have that much power in his hands. I get it. Your background is in wrestling. You want to switch to a takedown so you can be more controlling and have more power in the fight. But at the same time, you start the fight standing. Now, I know you can switch to an ankle pick as soon as you get there. That does not mean it's a straight wrestling match. It's a fight. Like, it's the whole point. So, Bo Nickel does not have what it takes to be champ. And especially at middleweight, there's no way. So, the main event, Corey Sandhagen versus Davison Figueiredo, the main event at bantamweight. Corey Sandhagen is a striker, spinning wheel kicks, takes a lot of damage, able to get out of bad spots, lands heavy punches. Davison is a wrestling background, which this actually shocked me because I was like, doesn't really make sense, but okay. He has heavy and fast punches, tight submissions, and liver shots. This is going to be a close fight. I think this is going to go to decision or a submission, either or. I mean, you have any outcome, but it is what it is. But I'm going to go Corey Sandhagen. He's improved a lot. So, with that being said, after we come back from this next song, we're going to close the show. So, yeah, we actually made it on time for once this week, guys. I know. Look at me go. I'm gradually getting better at this, So, also, we have some news in the outro for you guys. So, we are going to go into Shadow of a Man by Lady Gaga. So, I hope you guys enjoy.
Welcome back, guys. That was Shadow of a Man by Lady Gaga. Unfortunately, I have to leave you guys, but I actually have some exciting news. So, for the people that know, I am a senior. I am graduating, but that does not mean Combat Talk will stop because I actually have the rights to the show now. So, we will be rebranding Combat Talk, making a whole nother new logo. And we got the equipment on the way coming. So it does not mean we are going to be switching to a podcast form, unfortunately. But, going to be more exciting, doing more things, and branching off into new experiences for MMA for you guys. So you guys got to stay tuned in for June and stuff like that. But for the rest of the month, we're going to be here at PC3. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. That was Combat Talk this week. Tune in next week for another episode of Combat Talk. Bye, guys.